Hey everyone! Today we're diving into 20 surprising facts about Sydney Sweeney that most people don't know. From her wild childhood to her secret skills behind the scenes, let's get into it. Sydney Bernice Sweeney was born on September 12, 1997, in Spokane, Washington. She grew up in a rural lakeside home in the Idaho Panhandle that has been in her family for 5 generations. As a kid, she played almost every sport imaginable: soccer, baseball, skiing, wakeboarding, and more. At age 11, she had a serious wakeboarding accident. The board sliced the area next to her eye and she needed 19 stitches. Her mom made her get back on the board as soon as the stitches came out so she wouldn't develop a fear. She started training in mixed martial arts, grappling, and kickboxing as a teenager, and even competed against guys a weight class above her, and took first place. She trained with instructors connected to Ronda Rousey. When she was only 12, she created a full 5-year business plan and presented it to her parents to convince them to let her pursue acting. The family moved to Los Angeles when she was 13 to support her career. Money was so tight they once lived in a Holiday Inn for 9 months. She was the valedictorian of her high school, was on the robotics team, and belonged to a math club called Math is Cool. Sydney has a strong fear of needles. She has no tattoos and has to be held down for blood tests or shots. At 17, she adopted a pit bull mix named Tank without telling her parents. Her mom was furious at first, but the whole family ended up falling in love with the dog. She is a serious car enthusiast. She fully restored a 1969 Ford Bronco and a 1965 Ford Mustang, and even designed a custom 2024 Mustang with Ford. She has her own TikTok account called Sids_Garage where she posts videos of herself working on classic cars. In 2020, she founded her own production company, 50/50 Films, focused on developing projects and supporting female filmmakers. For every major role, she writes extremely detailed character journals, sometimes up to 100 pages, covering the character's entire life from birth. She briefly worked as a tour guide at Universal Studios before booking bigger acting jobs. She received Emmy nominations for both Euphoria and The White Lotus. Despite playing wild characters, in real life she doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs, and isn't a party person. She has said the biggest misconception about her is that she's just a dumb blonde, when in reality she's a brunette who was a straight-A student and business-minded from a very young age. Sydney Sweeney originally auditioned for Maddie on Euphoria but ended up playing Cassie Howard. She builds extremely detailed character books for Cassie covering her entire life. She encouraged the show's most explicit OnlyFans scenes, telling the creator, "Are you kidding? I'm playing an OnlyFans model." One of the wildest sequences, the giant Cassiezilla moment, took a full year to build using practical miniatures. In high school, Sydney wore a 32DD and planned to get a breast reduction when she turned 18. Her mom talked her out of it. Today she calls them "my best friends." She has repeatedly denied all plastic surgery rumors, even under a lie detector, saying she's terrified of needles. Playing Cassie on Euphoria was the first time she truly felt confident and powerful in her body. In 2026, Sydney launched her own lingerie brand called Syrn. It comes in 44 sizes because she grew up struggling to find bras that actually fit. The brand has 4 collections: seductress, romantic, playful and comfy, and most pieces cost under $100. She is very clear, this brand is not made for the male gaze. It's about women owning their own bodies. Which fact surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more deep dive videos about your favorite stars, hit like and subscribe. See you in the next one.